It's Avatar John. Welcome back to the garage. Tonight, we're ripping through Nvidia's monster earnings and what they mean for AI and crypto, ETH whales dumping Bitcoin and fueling alt-season whispers, the Fed teasing cuts while tariffs and BRICS throw potholes on the global track, Google trying to own the racetrack with its own layer one, and the gaming sector, the sleeper car that's about to go lights out, baby. And don't forget the golden boy Christian. This kid is hotter than the track at a desert drag strip in mid-July, pulling pics out of the trenches like NOS bottles out of the trunk. Lulu's got the nightly TA ready, the pits are buzzing, and the garage is wide open. Before we pop that clutch, smash that like, hit follow, and if you vibe with the content, share it. We're building this channel one follower at a time, breaking down crypto and the markets for the regular guy. No jargon, just raw garage talk. Bitcoin's holding around 111 flat, grinding that limiter. Ethereum ripped 4589 thanks to whales dumping nearly $500 million in BTC and scooping ETH like pit crew stealing tires. That's not noise, that's alt-season fuel firing in the pipes. Solana's coiled at 204, the wild horse kicking against the fence. ADA's still the flat tire, scalp only, penny slots in the corner. Now the headline, Nitro shot. Nvidia earnings. $46.7 billion in revenue, $60 billion buyback, Blackwell GPUs ramping like a dragster off the line. The data center missed by a hair, no H20 sales to China, but don't kid yourself, that's not weakness, that's geopolitics. Jensen Huang said it himself on the call. China alone could be a $50 billion opportunity if export licenses line up. That's not a stumble, that's NOS waiting in the tank. He told the street Q3's guidance is $54 billion. The AI engine isn't stalling, it's still redlining. Stock dipped 2% after hours, but the market knows this isn't a bubble. It's a turbo build. Tech, AI tokens, gaming, NFTs, all drafting in Nvidia's slipstream. Meanwhile, TradFi's gearbox is grinding. The Fed hinting at cuts while inflation refuses to cool. Tariffs slamming India. BRICS lining up their own racing league. Russia revving tanks at Estonia. These aren't side notes. These are potholes on the straightaway. Cuts throw fuel, but geopolitics can flip the car into the wall. And DeFi, the garage never sleeps. Aave Horizon bolting tokenized treasuries and RWAs in the lending. KuCoin launching tokenized Thai government bonds, MetaMask dropping social login so anyone with a Google ID can build a wallet, and Robinhood's Vlad Tenev came out saying tokenization is the biggest innovation in capital markets in well over a decade. Stocks, bonds, even private companies tradable 24/7 like crypto. That's not just innovation. That's a full engine swap for global finance. But here's the rub. Hyperliquid's been running laps on Perp's $330 billion in volume with an 11-person pit crew coding from the garage. Robinhood knows it. They've already launched perps in Europe with 3 times leverage and a clean UX. The only thing holding them back in the US is the CFTC flag. When that light turns green, Robinhood's ready to punch back head on in the same pit. That's their way to fight Hyperliquid. Not by chasing stocks, but by rolling retail-friendly perps right onto Main Street. The showdown is coming. And here's a new curveball. Google. Yeah, Google just dropped the hood on their own layer 1 blockchain, the Universal Ledger. Right now, it's a private testnet with CME Group already inside testing tokenized assets and settlement. They built it in Python, not Solidity, because they're not chasing us degens. They're chasing banks and trillion-dollar funds that don't want to touch MetaMask. And let's be real, this is both genius and dangerous. Genius because if it works, TradFi runs 24/7 on crypto rails, tokenized treasuries, instant settlement, no middlemen. That's nitrous for global finance. Dangerous because it's Google. One company trying to own the track, calling it neutral, but we all know when big tech owns the racetrack, you pay their tolls and you play by their rules. So here's the garage take. Good for adoption, bad for freedom. This isn't DeFi, this is corporate rails and a crypto skin. It's like bolting a Tesla body on a muscle car engine. Looks slick, but autopilot's watching every move. Don't get it twisted. Google's play isn't about the little guy. It's about locking in institutions. If you're early, maybe you eat. But long run, this track belongs to the banks, not the degens. Now let's talk gaming, because this track just got wild. Gala chain expanding into DPIN and NFTs, aiming at 600 million gamers. Polkadot rolling out Snowbridge and Hyperbridge ZK-proof fuel lines for cross-chain gaming highways. ETH still the king of NFTs with 56 million in weekly sales. Solana and Polygon chasing like underdogs in a midnight drift. And the games themselves are starting to pop. Snaky Cat on base, a mobile snake battle royale with 1.5 million pre-registrations. Engines already lined up at the gate. Illuvium on Immutable and Ethereum, the AAA monster open world RPG plus auto battler with graphics hotter than a dragster's exhaust. Axie Infinity on Ronin the OG still rolling. And at its peak, it had 2 million daily active users. Yeah, you heard me, daily active users. Proof that Web3 gaming can bring a crowd to the track. And Wagme Games on Ethereum, the mobile-friendly hybrid coupe built for the regular driver, Apple Pay, Google Pay, NFT optionality, smooth onboarding, straight from Web 2. If you're not watching crypto gaming, you need to open your eyes because this isn't a sideshow. Once traction hits, it's lights out, baby. No warm-up laps, just NOS engaged and taillights vanishing. Whales are already circling, guild chatter is heating, and retail hasn't even pulled out of the driveway yet. We've seen this before. ICO mania, NFT summer, but this time it's mobile-ready, AAA level, daily active users backing it up. In the garage, we call it the midnight drift. Bolts rattling, engines screaming, and whoever straps in first leaves the rest choking in smoke. Christian's casino floor is on fire. The kid's hotter than the desert tarmac at noon. He's pulling trench winners like a mechanic finding horsepower in a junkyard engine. Solana's trenches spitting out monsters like USDUT up 220%, Dubow spiking, and rugs flashing like busted headlights. This is not set it and forget it. This is demolition derby finance. You size right, you scalp quick, you walk away with a stack, overplay it, the house takes your keys. It's Vegas in your garage, double your money or watch it burn. Christian's been hitting black all week, but don't mistake luck for safety. The casino pays if you respect the odds. Here's the deal, folks. Lulu's nightly TA. Bitcoin's sitting around 111. If we break past 111.9 to 112 flat, that's like blowing through the stop sign and the next pit stop is 112.8. But if we lose 110.7, wow, that's like parking on a hill without the brake. You roll back fast. The next pit stop down is around 109.4. And if that fails, you're sliding all the way toward 107.9. Ethereum's got to push through 45 to 4,600. That's the next stoplight on the road. If it can't hold 45 flat, the next downhill pit is 43.80. And under that, the brakes are gone. Solana's fenced at 205. Break it, and she's off to 210. Lose it, and you're back to 200. And if that cracks, the pit stop lower is 195. ADA's boxed in the low 80s. Hold 83 to 86, and you can scalp it. But if 83 breaks, you're rolling back to about 79 cents penny slots with no seatbelt. Red flags. BTC ETF inflows green, but price still flat. Bull trap vibes. ETH whales buying while ETFs bleed. Contradiction fuel. VIX at 14 looks calm, but Nvidia and geopolitics could spike volatility like a tire blowout at 200. So here's the garage outlook. ETH leading rotation, whale setting up alt season, Nvidia keeping AI hot, Google trying to own the track, gaming pits warming up for lights out, and the trenches buzzing with high risk, high reward chaos. But don't sleep on tariffs, BRICS, or those rug pulls. There's still potholes waiting to flip your car. Come on, man. None of this is financial advice. It's just a garage calling the race. Check out gurucryptogarage.guru. It's free, it's in the garage, and we're just giving back. We're building tools, live data feeds, and raw pit crew insights, and we want you to tell us what to add next. This is our way of paying it forward because we know the universe will take care of us if we take care of the garage fam. And before I roll out, smash that like, hit follow, and share this with your fellow degens or anyone who wants to hear markets in plain English with the smell of gasoline and risk in the air. That's tonight's update. Garage fam, the track is hot, the headline's brutal, but opportunity is always under the hood. Buckle